Hello. Are there jump scares in here? Like Warzone? Suppose Warzone is nearly more of a horror game than this is. When you think about it. If you're basing on jump scares anyway. I can't say there's been many jump scares actually, but it's a pretty freaky game. It's pretty dark. Good for the old Halloween spirit. But yeah, you're early, huh? You hopped in here the moment it went live. But yeah, I think we're about halfway through, maybe more than halfway through this game so far. Not many jump scares. Get jump scares straight on, yeah. The only jump scare you're gonna get is me fucking randomly talking crap. I might talk shite and scare people away. No, in fairness, this game, sometimes now it kind of tests my patience, because sometimes it can lag and glitch out, and then that ends the whole stream. And then I have to start up a whole new stream again. But it's a good game. You play both a doctor and a vampire after World War I, so you can almost pretend you're fresh off. Well, you are, essentially. You're back from the battlefield. Oh, patience. I have no patience. Yeah, it's a slow-paced game. Unfortunately, this one. This one's mainly about the story, really. What's this one crying about?
Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young Econs. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte.
We play Akon. I'm popping off lately with the Grau 5.56. What is it? Season 2? You still playing Season 2, Odin? You hacking? You playing Season 2 rules? Is that what you're doing? Is that how you get by, huh? Just bypass the updates, stick with Season 2 meta.
Your mother has refused to turn you into a vampire. Tell me more about it.
Each time we argue, Mother expresses the same fear. She wants me to remain alive and full of joy, rather than become melancholy and immortal. She claims you can't have one without the other. It's pure selfishness.
So basically, the longer you live, the more immortal you are, the more emotional you get. The more depressed, depraved. No, I had 12 kills today and 15 kills yesterday with a 25 team total dub with 11, so yeah. Popping off. I mean, the Grau's still good,
Your mother
but...
has walked this earth for much longer than you or I. She is wise, and we should not ignore her advice when we disagree with it.
But why shouldn't I be allowed to forge my own experience? There can't be only one righteous way to deal with eternity.
I mean, the Grau is still good, but... definitely it must be some element of skill to be able to pop off with it.
As daughters and sons, we have to accept the decisions
Unless
our
it's gone back
parents
to the
make
new
for us
meta.
despite our own wishes.
I love my mother, and have accepted everything from her. Even that she named me Charlotte, when it was not my original name.
Does it bother you?
No. Whoever I was when I was born, I am now Charlotte Ashbury. It hurts as much as it makes me proud to know that's the name my mother will read on my tombstone.
Right, it's only a name. Calm down. What do you do around here other than stand around like a lunatic?
You mean what do I do outside at night since I am a woman? Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the same question of a man?
Yeah,
Actually,
probably.
Yes. I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
Yeah, but it's night time. Get to bed, will you? It's funny, yeah, like Jonathan, he literally goes around, you ask everybody almost the same questions. I mean, you get different answers, obviously, but he always asks the same questions. What do you do with your life?
How are the locals reacting to your claims?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town.
Well, that
That's
sounds
how progressive
familiar.
they are. If this happens, Emily and I will blow it up.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady. And who is this Emily?
She is my best friend, and a suffragette too. She was supposed to campaign with me tonight, but hasn't turned up.
Have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in... well, she got interested in vampires. I'm afraid she might be in trouble.
Let me guess. You
I might have
spoke to
accidentally
her
killed her.
about us, didn't you? Despite your mother's warning. I think I should try to find your friend.
Oh, that would be top-notch. I can tell you where she might have gone. You have my thanks, Dr. Reed. And please, don't tell my mother.
Yeah.
What do you think about this part of...
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like home. You grew up in this part of town too, did you not?
Do you think you're free at Friday after 1 or 2 p.m? Because I would be free the next week. Just tell me if you are, if you want to play that. Yeah, I haven't played Warzone in a while, so I'll warm up to it, I guess. But Friday, yeah, we'll try to link up something there. Have you been playing? You've been playing a lot, obviously, lately. What do you think of that new zombies mode? Looks a bit mental.
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time? That you could have met her in a dark alley at night?
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Her fangs on your neck. Oh, are you blushing, Dr. Reed?
Well, that's a bit kinky. Anyway, it's boring. Really? First one I've seen say that, but
Is there something
it's
that's
looked pretty
bothering you?
intense.
Too much selfishness and
I haven't
individualism
played it
for my
myself.
taste. Even when there was no epidemic.
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the selfish and filthy rich.
I suppose you're right. But society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
What do you find boring about it, anyway? Like, what in your opinion makes it boring?
What exactly has your mother told you about me?
Your name and profession, obviously, and the mystery about your maker. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your sister, sir. Mother says it was not your fault.
Does it not scare you to know what I am? What your mother is?
Why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must
You
I
see,
be
I wanna
wary of
know-
her, Dr. Reed? Or you?
Like, where did you come from? Like, how is she your mother? She's ancient. Like, you're apparently a normal human being. I don't get it. The zombies are too easy to kill and get money too easy. So always like UAVs and self-revive, and people are most of the time so bad. I popped off solo trio and it got third. Always answer maybe. Always answer maybe.
Perhaps
maybe.
it's wise for a mortal never to totally trust a vampire. Your mother herself told me that we Ekon are creatures of deception.
Akon.
Maybe it's because we seem so alive.
That may be true for a naive girl, but I have the best teacher when it comes to getting rid of an insistent immortal.
Your mother is not like any other vampire I've met.
I believe she thinks the same about you, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, the zombies seem easy to kill, I guess. But you not find it's like pretty intense in the last circle? Like it's looked intense in the last circle when like there's only a few people left, but there's zombies everywhere and they can come out of the gas at any moment. It's a bit weird. It's like a weird plunder Warzone hybrid with all the weird zombie added to it. Call her adoption.
Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
Who are your real parents?
Who are your real parents?
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and has taken care of me all my life. I have no idea who my progenitors are or
Progenitors.
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see. And
Oh,
one
la-di-da.
day, I'll have my death to face.
Nice.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me, and I have lived with her ever since.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16, though I suspected the truth for a long time before that.
Yeah, like the last zones with a load of zombies, so annoying. They all jump me every time. I'm like the focus point to get shot by other guys too. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's kind of luck, the final circle in that game, I've noticed.
Goodbye,
Like
Charlotte.
more so than normal.
Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite
Because it's
busy
just
these
pure
last few
bedlam.
nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
How long does that girl want to talk still? They want to talk a lot in this game, unfortunately.
Even someone you're close to.
It is slow paced. Warning leaflet. So how's school treating you anyway, or is school still open for you? I think in Ireland everything's closed down again. Of course, I think Ireland's the first country in Europe now that has closed down again for a second time. Are you a vampire as that doctor? Yeah, you're both a vampire and a doctor. You can decide who to kill and who to spare. And this is the big vampire headquarters, apparently.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Now let me in or I'll do you in, son.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
Right, what, do you want to clean up the lobby a bit, like? Who's this scruff? Your man's talking all laddie-da at the door. What kind of mess is this? Listen, you, clean up your act.
There has
Not
been
even a
quite
coat
battle
hanger to
here.
hang it. Fucking joke.
I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Alright, so they were having a battle. It's a bit bloody. Oh, I forgot to clean up my breakfast there. Yeah, exactly. Just a couple of snacks lying around, that's it. You know, you're on the night shift, you bring a snack or two when the night gets a bit quiet. I was loving this game too, because people always let me into their houses and I immediately just start pilfering their gaffs in front of them. They don't even care. So yeah, it's just Johnny. He's known for that. He just walks into people's houses, takes what he wants. Even your money, you know, your loose change that's around on the tables. It's your own fault if he takes it. Can I not just walk through the curtain? Yeah.
Good evening.
Don't talk to me.
My good friends, if I may have your attention.
Yeah, it's a bit of a dry party.
Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Right, about this club of yours.
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet.
Turn into something cool.
I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
She has proven useful. She's a close friend.
Yes, she is. I may even say I admire her probity and her kindness. She has helped me since I was reborn.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is immortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
One of my parents' friend died yesterday, so my mom is calling a lot. So annoying, and my mom's uncle has lung cancer and the virus. Ew. Jeez, that's rough. Sorry to hear about that.
Why do you suddenly need me?
The Ascalon Club only recruits the best, and you definitely fit the bill. Your scientific and medical reputation alone would qualify you as a candidate.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed.
Yeah,
but
but hopefully not 30 years to talk
I
about
should
it.
like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
Of course he just wants to talk. He has no TV. He's hanging around with his mates for the last God knows how many 100 years. He's clearly bored. Look at him. Is of no concern of yours. No, I don't. Don't speak about my family.
It's of no concern.
I'll end you.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
To be fair, I only know my mom's uncle, but I see him like 4 times a year, and he's 79, so yeah, he's old enough. And to be fair, I don't think he will last long. Right. That's one way of looking at it, I guess. Yeah.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
That kind of reminds me of my granddad. The last 2 years we were not surprised when he passed. Like, it eventually happened, we knew it was going to happen, but yeah, it's still a very sad thing when it does happen.
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
It's always sad, but you sometimes expect it. Yeah.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members. And I do appreciate obedience.
Huh. This guy. Yeah, everybody has their day, I guess. That is
What is the
way
Ascalon
life
Club's
works.
express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
Well,
William Marshall founded the Ascalon Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
you probably did something new.
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
This guy's a bit over dramatic, I think. I don't think I want to be dealing with him on a daily basis. My lungs got covered in the hospital, so I don't know what they do in there. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy as well.
I killed Fergal,
hospital is pretty
who claimed to be
dangerous
one of yours,
also.
sent to cleanse the East End of all Skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous.
You must beat me in a game of Snap.
We, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country.
Rock, paper, scissors. Tic-tac-toe.
My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes. I will.
It's a jar of jelly beans.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance.
You look down, it's just random
I know
doodles
it's
and
awfully
scribbles.
Gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation.
Yeah, Annika's doing pretty good. She was in the shower while this stream was starting, so. She'll be here momentarily. Ah, there we go. This seems like a very dusty group of grandpas, yeah. It's quite a dusty group indeed.
Delightful.
That's lead-based. You're dead, mate.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
This has to be the most cringiest club I have ever seen. Like,
I personally went patrolling last night in the West End, and I spotted at least 2 foreign Ekons. This is an outrage. We shall chase these intruders down.
I
wow.
was chased by a gigantic Valcod 2 nights ago.
Yeah,
I
what?
thought it was Fergal coming back, but no. That creature barely spoke English.
Bigot vampires. Huh? Look at this. Talk to Redgrave again. Okay.
That went well, did it not? It is
Sure.
always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago, well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Bearer.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my
Lance-bearer.
spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
He's calling me a lance bearer, and I really hope that's not some kind of funny innuendo he's got going on there. And I hope it doesn't come with any expectation of me doing anything with any lance of his.
You were spying on me.
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
Yeah, I ended him rightly. What about it?
You do know I killed him.
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
I bet him to death in the sewer. What was courageous about it? Man corners me in a
Who
sewer,
was
and I had to
Fergal?
beat him to death with a stick.
I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No, he was a Volcod. All muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed. Ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
Right.
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Scals in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Scals.
Oh. Some
I
skulls
have
are
met
peaceful.
peaceful and wise skulls. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Skulls are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad name.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Kill. Oh, shit. We've got a mesmerize level up. Right. Question citizens about the infection. What are citizens going to know about it? He's the doctor. Can I have that sword? Can that old guy just not die? Jesus. Yeah! I think he'd just fade away to dust at this point. Don't tell me what. Yeah, I went around a big circle.
But I'm shocked no one took the time to clean up the mess inside the club since we were attacked.
Yeah, me too.
I must
Good
admit the guard
shout.
at Pre-Wen impressed me. They must have spent years preparing that plan.
Clean up the gaff a bit. Jeez. State up the place. We're going out the back door. This guy is very stuck with his ways. Yes, a very high society. Perhaps I should just shoot him with my revolver. Oh, Anakin, my breakfast is in the hallway. I didn't clean it. Wait. Did you actually spill your breakfast in the hallway? I thought you were on about the mansion. You must rest in bed to spend XP and evolve. Look for hideouts. They should learn some manners. Right. Who are we baiting?
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
Yes. That's what I bet. Oh yeah, I was thinking you did. Just when you said it again, I was like, did he actually spill his breakfast on the ground?
Why are
Why
vampire
is he having
hunters
breakfast?
sniffing around here? I need to find out what they're after.
Burn it, boys!
Am I getting wrecked? Yes, I am. Ow.
Walks with me! Put an end to you!
Collateral. Oh. Who's got the crossbow? Come here, you. Can't even see him. Snake. Why would I spill my breakfast? Yeah, I know. Just wondering. Thought you were losing the plot there, Odin. Oh, don't mind me. Whoa. Mortal Kombat.
can't believe I'm doing this.
There you go. Fresh rat. Tasty snack. He loves it. He gnaws into it and everything. You can hear him.
For blood.
Freak. He doesn't eat human blood, so he picks up fresh rat. Right, so I'll have to investigate why these bios were down here. Who eats rats? That's gross. Well, Jonathan does, because he's just not well in the head.
It's locked, all right.
Yes, Jonathan, it's locked. Jonathan likes to state the obvious too. He's a very state the obvious kind of character. Yeah, I think she's in a bad state. It's okay, we can rebuild her.
This woman's body has multiple lacerations. They're deep, too. Whoever did this was driven by rage.
Rage, and he was. So, seeing as she's dead, well, even if she was alive, we'd still pilfer the gaff anyway, so it's no difference. Oh, my breakfast again, yeah. Ah, that's lunch. That was the kebab he was saving for lunchtime. Somebody else beat him to it.
He had his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out. He was a victim of brutal torture.
That he did. He's looking a bit brutalized for sure. Is that what he used to look like? I don't think I checked this room. Just empty in his gaff, really. Doris Fletcher. It's probably going to be a character. Probably knock heads with.
This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
He probably just tripped. It's all a big misunderstanding. The clock. I can't believe they broke the clock. Animals. Such a fine clock. This one still lives. Ashley's wearing his mask.
You thought I was dead too, didn't you? No!
Kinda.
I was just pretending. Doris told me I could have been a great actress.
You
Yeah, you're
killed
beyond
your
that now.
family.
They mocked my talent.
What? Talent? Just let me chew on you a bit there. Yeah, you get strange ones like this in the game. Are you serious? Fucking projectile vomit on you, huh? Ow. Ow. That's not appreciated.
I've never seen such a radical mutation.
Whoa!
Could it be a new stage in the disease's evolution?
Jeez. Yeah, you have a little bit of something on you there. Yeah. Did she scare you when she got up? No, I mean... She was looking a bit worse for wear. She kind of reminded me of a chewed Hubba Bubba. Well chewed bubblegum. She was a bad actor too. I was pretending, couldn't you tell? Yeah. I could tell. Dear Elsa, it's with the greatest joy that I confirm that this letter your acceptance as a private student into my acting school. The little scene you had the kindness to perform for me last week convinced me that you have what it takes to be a real actress. Wit, stature, and courage. As a private student, you'll receive my personal training and coaching. During these intense sessions, you'll be invited to stay at the school, since I strongly believe in total immersion to expose the full potential of my students. So please remember to bring night attire and anything you may need to spend a week at my school. Yours sincerely, Doris Fletcher. Jesus. Well, Tactical Scott, how's it going?
So, this girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school.
Terrible lessons. She was a bit shite. I wonder, could she play the piano? I know I can't play the piano in this game, and for that, the game is 7 out of 10. Lose the mark. Right, walk out of the gaff like nothing happened. Don't worry, family wasn't murdered down there, Ran. Actually, where am I supposed to go now? Never pay attention properly, do I? Hope you guys are good. I'm just chilling, waiting on Mrs. T.S. finishing work. Ah, nice. How's the games today? I briefly caught Broken Stream. I seen you were in it. You were in the thick of it with TBM himself. And some flappy bunny dude.
Good evening, sir. Please forgive me for disturbing you. I'm a doctor.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit it's good to receive a warm welcome for once. I'm Jonathan Reed.
Welcome, Dr. Reed. Welcome to my humble shop.
Well, this fellow is rather rambunctious, I would say. Do I get a monocle like that too? I wonder. Yeah,
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Not really. Wait, now that you mention it, I don't see the McPhersons in my favorite restaurants. They love delicate meals too, you understand?
Thank you. It may be nothing, but I'll investigate anyway. Where do they live?
They have a house in the southern part of the district, somewhere north of the railway bridge. There is a courtyard, if I remember rightly.
When you game with the top guys, the skill is crazy. I always enjoy watching these games rather than play. Yeah, it can be a very kind of like movie style game to watch. I'm kind of like that with The Last of Us and things like that. Very story heavy games. But this one, it's kind of got a balance of it for me, I guess. There is stuff to do. But it is slow pace. It wouldn't be everyone's cup of tea now, this game.
Do you have any family nearby?
Not since my parents died. I'm London's lone gourmet.
Lone gourmet? What even is that? Are you lonely?
London's lone gourmet. What a strange title.
I used that name in my early years when I was a food critic, and I kept it.
This guy's weird. What's his story? But yeah, the game's interesting too, because depending on who you kill or who you talk to, whatever way, it has all kinds of different outcomes, and you can really mess things up. I messed up a whole district at one point.
Really? But you seem to be such a pleasant and sociable fellow.
I'm afraid the real hedonist has to be sometimes. I discovered ecstasy as a solitary pleasure, but it does not mean it can't ever be shared.
Ecstasy? What's that you're on? I picked up some random opium on the side of the street there. Do you want some of that? It's not too late. It's not too late an hour for trade. Tell me about the neighborhood.
What can you tell me about this place?
I recently found the best steak and kidney pie in the city.
Oh, you can't beat a bit of steak and kidney pie.
If you want.
Is food all that interests you? Well, look at him. He's a bit rotund. What do you think?
Finding a good restaurant? Is that really all that interests you?
Oh, I have many passions, but nothing brings me ecstasy like subtle and exquisite flavors from my teeth to my belly.
This guy is very strange. Kill whole enemy team on Battlefield, but can't get kills of Warzone. I mean, they're two very different games, aren't they? They really are. Like, completely different mentality. And, like, as we normally say as well, like, solos, it's more like a horror jump scare game, really, than anything else. Take vehicles on me now, your problem. So, that's it, yeah. Just get the vehicles out.
I have quite specific tastes when it comes to nutrition.
Really? Well, I'm always happy to try new exotic meals. If you ever find an intriguing table, please share the address.
Well, it might be you.
Is it not a little too late to be trading?
On the contrary, it is the perfect hour. Believe me, my friend, it is always at night that you meet the most fascinating characters.
Clearly. Yep, got it in one. Yeah. I think I've seen a couple of your clips, alright, where you'll... I think it was specifically Twisted Steel. You're very fond of bombing that bridge, I've noticed. I've seen it in some of your vids where you get colossal multi-kills out of that one with bombing runs. So you prefer to live at night?
So you prefer to work at night?
Oh, I also enjoy a sunny day like everybody else. But the night always has a certain je ne sais quoi of its own.
English in the chat, please, jeez. Is it not dangerous? You know the answer to that, Jono. We're not going to ask him. What
I may
are you trading
have a look
anyway?
at your goods, Mr. Russell.
I can imagine. I can imagine Scottish. I can imagine the hate mail you get for that. Good sweeping bombing runs, huh? Sure, look. See, look, he sells opium. All in all, though, he kind of sells tosh. Right.
Women of all countries unite!
I'm back. I for sure have played the most BF. You sure about that, bud? Are you sure about that, Odin? Where is... Alright, it's in that alleyway. I have to get around to there. Played one game. Yeah, I was thinking. I started off with Battlefield 4 on the PlayStation 3. And Battlefield 4 on the PlayStation 3 was basically only half a game, because you'd only half the player count that you had on PC or PS4 eventually. And then I played a bit of Battlefield 3 on the PlayStation 3 as well. That was pretty fun. Skipped Hardline, to be honest. Didn't like the look, didn't bother with it. But picked up Battlefield 1, played plenty of that. And Battlefield 5 I kind of gave it a chance as anyone did. Just didn't enjoy it. Unfortunately. Jesus. I remember the 12v12 Hardline is definitely not a Battlefield game. No, I mean I think that was the problem, because apparently Hardline was supposed to be actually fun, and like looking at it now, you kind of think, yeah, it is actually a good game. Like it's got good gunplay, it's got good maps. But the problem was that it just didn't feel like a Battlefield to look at all. And if it didn't come out being called a Battlefield game, if it was called something else, I reckon it would have done really well, actually.
There's sight over there! There's one of them vermin!
But it's the fact that it had the Battlefield name attached to it, people didn't want to know, because it just didn't look like Battlefield to them, so... And then I suppose anybody who didn't like Battlefield kind of looked at the game and thought, well, I don't like Battlefield, so nobody bought it. You've played BF1. You're probably more into modern shooters than the World War I style, are you?
Bloody monster!
I was thinking you should move. Let me share the stream in a few bits. Oh. That's very generous of you. Look at this one. Right, calm down. This is like a bizarre night out. Dealing with loons. She's the one who throws up in the taxi. I just saw I was 5 minutes behind. I like the World War II shooting and modern shooting more. Yeah. Yeah, I mean a lot of people who didn't like Battlefield 1 just didn't like the World War I setting.
I can't believe I'm
gunplay.
doing this.
But overall it was fun. Battlefield 4 is still really fun too. And a lot of people still like it because of the modern setting, obviously. And the gunplay. But going back to it now, you can kind of feel its age a bit. It is starting to age. So hopefully the new Battlefield coming up will be modern. And it'll hopefully replace Battlefield 4 and 3. Because as good as they are, I mean, they are getting old. Jeez! I keep forgetting she explodes! I love the thoughts of that like, this is some big werewolf, and you're just clocking him across the head with what is essentially a big club. Spammed a few groups, every little helps. It's difficult for his gamers to grow more than anything. Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't expect that, man. That's really appreciated. But yeah, no, it's a fun hobby for me at the moment. Like, it's nice to grow and it's nice to get some viewers. Because I just like playing these games and having people to interact with and talk to. And hopefully it entertains them, so... that's the main thing.
That building is under quarantine. Could this be what I'm looking for?
Could be, Jono, could be. Easy werewolf kill. Yeah. Level 26. Right, so this is our way in apparently.
It's locked, all right.
We have to get through that little alleyway. Is this not the gaff I already raided? Oh no, it's a bit more dirtier. Put up some makeup or cooking vids and you get views and nothing. Isn't that truth? Isn't that the truth? I'll have to start using some clickbaity titles. Ah yeah, but I'm not too worried as long as some people come in here and have a good time, and that's good enough for me. Right, what is going on around here? Try get the jump on this lad. Didn't work. Just bait him with the stick. No, whoa. This has got auto aim. I am getting wrecked here if I'm not careful. Shut up and sit down for a minute. Jesus. Don't go into the vomit. Oh my god, I am getting so wrecked so fast. I'm spending most of this fight running from him trying to heal. Stick to the fucking... Get him. And then he runs. You cheeky wreck. Oh! Same here, I only use my channel as a hard drive really. But now after 5 years I'm close to 1k. I just push my boobs up to my chin and wink at the cam at times. Well. Seems to work on Twitch, in fairness. Oh ho 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 ho. Can't believe I just got wrecked by That loon. Yeah. I love that one there. Used by Chandler's hard drive space. I mean, same for me for a while. Cause like you'd even look at some of my older videos, it's just like short clips of me arsing around on Battlefield 1. For the most part. Thinking that what I'm doing is actually good. Cut you up, missus. Oh yeah, I have to remember she explodes. Jeez. Listen, you snake. See that? Not even difficult. I'm not a hook in that sense, I'm more of a neighborhood girl. What do you mean, neighborhood girl? What does that mean? Are you a girl of the neighborhood? Do you get around the neighborhood? Is that what you mean?
I have this thirst for blood.
Bin dipper. Get out of me, bin. This is a typical Saturday night. Oh, jeez.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Literally just beating piss heads away from your bins. What floor are you on, guys? We're on the second floor.
I have this.
My name is Luca.
For
I live on
blood.
the second floor. You live upstairs from me? Guess you've never seen me before? Or Carl, can you jump ones? What? I once burped in a voice chat. Carl thought it was one of the guys. Yeah. One of the guys. There's a domestic going on in here somewhere. What's this? Remarkable pump action shotgun. Sound? Let me equip that. Pump action shotgun. This is going to get interesting. Luckily I picked it up and one of them upstairs having the domestic doesn't have it. Catch you again, buddy. Happy gaming. Need to go edit some content. Ah, nice. You need to go and fill up some hard drive space. I love that. Just using YouTube as a hard drive. But yeah, no, enjoy. And thanks for stopping by. Welcome anytime. Alright. The domestic. I am now the center of the domestic. I am going to get wrecked. Jeez. Jesus! She's just leaving gas everywhere and anywhere. Stench. Listen, I want you to hold still for a moment. Whoa. Alright, you're more manageable. He figured out. He figured out my plan. Just go round the pillar. Don't touch me again, you filthy animal. Time to bring out the big stick. Come on. Come on, big stick. Big stick time. He's swift. I want to say something inappropriate, that he said he was leaving gas. Not saying that. Well, you can say it if you want, Odin. I mean, there's no rules here yet. We'll see if you force us into making rules, though. Huh? I like inappropriate around here. Suits me fine. Darling, thank you for the precious perfume and the fur coat. No, it's inappropriate. It's where we're... Oh. Alright. Right. Thank you for the precious perfume and the fur coat. I can't wait to feel your hands on my shivering skin, for only you, my hero, can make me feel that desired. Please come back to me soon, for I am dying to press my timid bosom to your chest again. Yes, my beloved, my precious, come back to me, and I promise you a night of eternal, unbridled passion right now. I'm wearing nothing but your last gifts. Oh yes, I'm burning for you, and I can't wait for you to share my untamable lust. Your devoted Nanika. Oh shit, I read that out loud. Was I supposed to be muted? Jeez. Oh. Sorry. Didn't mean to read that out loud. Doris Fletcher. Oh,
so
okay, yeah, there was something going on there too.
Fletcher.
If I go really quiet for a long time, be very worried, Odin. Something has happened to me. Or you could just laugh, yeah. You could just imagine me getting bet. Yeah. No need to worry at all, just find it funny, I guess.
Doris Fletcher seems to be the missing link here. It can't just be a coincidence. I should go to her.
Just fine, no worries. No need to be worried. As long as you stay out of the bins. Okay, then Anakin did something cruel, and I have to trace your address and find the body. And the imposter. And the imposter. Right, so we walked into random families' houses and beat them to death. Got a nice shotgun out of it. Very strange game. New dialogue available. Find out if I suddenly forgot how to read English. Find out if Doris Fletcher is the source of the epidemic. She could be. Slap bang in the middle of everything. I'm definitely not the imposter. Just make sure the vents are working fine. Boom! 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 Should have used it on him. Ow! Come here, you cabbage. Ho ho! Oh my god! Why am I healing? Jeez. He ended up being more of a challenge than I expected. I think I need to level up. Again. Anyway, have we found people who are infected in this vicinity? No, everyone's actually alright here so far. Everyone's grand in this area too. He's a bit under the weather, but sure, what of it. Nanak is actually the imposter, is a good guy. The crewmates the bad cause of. Otherwise, the crewmates knew about the vents. The imposter can control the ship. Crewmates can't, and they change wires. Right. These are all Among Us strats, I see, huh? We got some professionals in the chat. He'll never see me coming. Are you serious? Literally look back it up. What's in the box? What's in the box? What do you mean, one of them? Huh? What are you trying to say? They've lost me. I don't know where I am. Oh, you're the best imposter. When you play a lot with me, you know when I'm it. Although that's kinda the thing about it, isn't it? If you play with one group long enough, sometimes you kinda get to notice patterns, I'd say. And then it becomes too hard not to be able to tell when somebody's messing about. This lad.
God walks with me.
I don't like that mumbo jumbo you keep doing to me. Oh, it's a vampire. Ichor's treat. Of all the evil and foul skulls I ever had to fight, the Ichor, may be the worst, not because of its fighting prowess, even if it remains a powerful and dangerous opponent, not because of its superior wit or cunning plans. An Ichor is quite blunt and straightforward in its actions and objectives. Spread diseases, contagions, and epidemics whenever and wherever it can. The Ichor's threat, right. And the Ichor is the incarnation of virus and infections wherever it goes. Sickness appear and quickly spread. It is likely it only walks this earth to generate plagues and epidemics. As if its skin itself diffuses sickness. Ichors are clever, sneaky, malevolent and ferocious, capable of enduring many wounds. To spoil a water tank, a granary or a banquet, this is the kind of thing an Ichor would enjoy to do. In order to please its putrid and perverse nature, they are also rare, that we do not know anything about them. The lazy brotherhood believes that they should not be considered vampires or skulls, but as something else. All I know is this, an Ichor must be destroyed by all means necessary as soon as spotted. Right. Yeah, but I always go card swipe except when I'm imposter. Oh. I take it the Ichors they're referring to are the weird ones that are spewing everywhere.
There's an open window on the second floor. I should be able to get in through that.
Aye. Johnny has turned into a bit of a house invader here. Try to keep my playstyle the same as a crewmate, and when I'm the imposter, it makes it more challenging when I'm the imposter. Oh. Yeah, we'll have to do a big Among Us game. We'll have to make like a big Discord group and get people in on. I can play it on laptop now as well, rather than on phone, which was atrocious. Well, it wasn't the worst, come to think of it, but jeez. Suicide note. It's hard to catch me either way because I'm good in sabotaging. Yeah, I've won a game as the imposter through sabotage as well. This is actually the main objective, isn't it? Right. I might leave here for them.
To you, nations of hypocrites.
Okay.
For in front of you stands the tall queen. You can but lower.
It's hard to catch me either way, because I'm good in something. Or lying, yeah. Yeah, just like you told me that lie of that my stream is more interesting than homework. I don't believe you. I know you were lying. The amount of XP you get from the citizens you choose to embrace is directly linked to their blood quality. Good luck finding me then, because now I will change things. Oh. I think there was a group was playing Among Us, and I think Nanika actually ended the game the quickest because she straight away was able to spot who the imposter was, because they pretended to do something. She was like, why you pretend to do that? You're the imposter. Threw that person out straight away. Quickest game I've ever had. We were all just like, oh, that's it. First 5 minutes, game's over. Nanika was able to spot the imposter immediately. Well, that was fun. Nobody died. Who was the imposter that time as well? That would have been really, really shit to be that imposter. You're like looking forward to a game, like, oh, how am I going to kill some people and all this? And, oh, I wonder when I'll strike. Emergency meeting. Yeah, I caught you. Standing there like a lemon.
Turn
the gig's
around,
up.
Sir. I'll kill you!
I turned around like you said. Yeah, indeed, yeah. That was hateful. He's probably sitting there thinking, oh, this is gonna be fun. We'll see how I'll try to kill people and everything. Just get spotted straight away. No. You're not going anywhere. I caught you. Yeah, that's dumb, faking weapons. Yeah, well, that's one way of looking at it too. I mean, but it's hard to know at first when you're getting into it, like what stands out as obvious and what doesn't.
Women of all countries unite!
I get so confused with this map at times.
Support the equality between men and women!
I took it as a learning curve thing. Yeah. Sometimes, even when I'm not the imposter, even as a crewmate, sometimes I kind of stand around like a lemon.
Despicable.
Like, I just stand around like an idiot. I'm like, where do I go?
I can't believe I'm doing
What's
this.
my task? And then, like, I'll try one task. And then I'll just kind of be running around looking all the time. And then people find me suspicious because I'm not, like, actually doing a task then. I'm just trying to look for a task. And that actually did get me killed once. It was like, oh yeah, eject Karl, he's definitely suspicious. He's just following people around. It was a crewmate. They just threw me straight out. I faked water once on an other map, but the bar went up, so they sussed that one. Who did the task? I hate when people keep an eye on their bar. On the bar so much. Oh. Oh yeah, is that a thing? Yeah, because you can see the progress, yeah. You can see the progress of the people and then it's like, oh, it's not moving. And you're standing there. Yeah, I think at this rate it's like it's one of those games where people can kind of find out too much. Definitely playing with the same people all the time, like I'd say it can definitely ruin it. Have you finished that painting yet? I am not ginger. Alright? You need to recolor that.
Good evening, Jonathan. How are you?
I'm still investigating from inside the Ascalon Club. Can we talk?
Of course, my dear.
My dear.
I have investigated new sources of infection, and I may have found a new type of Skal. One suffering from heavy mutations that is extremely contagious.
Skals come in various forms, you know. They are simply degenerate versions of their makers.
I believe these families are different, and I'm currently pursuing a lead. I know I can find the true source of contagion by finding who created these creatures.
That would be great news. Be very careful, my dear, when dealing with such creatures.
How is your investigation going?
I have decided to explore beyond the dictates of reason.
What do you mean?
You may on occasion find this house closed when you visit me. If so,
it is because I have gone undercover. Sort of.
Oh, okay.
When will you return?
As soon as possible. And I don't intend to stay away for long.
Who are you going to surveil? I hope you're not
She's
considering
cheating.
spying on McCullum or the Guard of Priwen.
No. I intend to ask a few questions in parts of town I rarely venture into. Dirty places where a delicate lady like myself should never be seen.
There are many paintings adorning the walls here.
Yes?
Did you paint them?
No, my dear. But some of them. I have had a long time to learn from the best. I'm currently working on what could be my greatest masterpiece.
Ah, thanks. You shouldn't have. Look at that. Except if the colour's wrong, you might want to fix that. Pronto.
What is this masterpiece?
Your portrait, my dear Jonathan. It will be my gift to you, if I ever have time to finish it.
Right. It's kind of weird getting a gift of like a painting of myself, so I mean, should it not be like a painting of you? I don't know. Have you met famous painters?
Have you met any famous painters?
Are you trying to divine my age by cross-checking historical dates, my dear? That's a devious parlor trick.
Well, Elizabeth, I tried my best. Don't I deserve some reward at least?
Well, if you must know, I even posed for the greats. Now that you know it, you may recognize me when visiting museums.
Ah.
Goodbye, my dearest.
Goodbye.
So you're naked in some in museums now, huh? Well. She was an Instagram model before Instagram was a thing, huh? Leaving painted selfies in museums. Right, what's this event? I have to go here anyway and heal someone. I've watched Among Us from so many YouTubers, I've learned too much. You have. You really have. She knows way too much. Not enough to get me. Look at this. Look at this. He in here throwing down challenges left, right and centre. He's throwing down the gauntlet. Right, yo. Right, so Doris is only down the road there from Whitechapel. But sure, we'll go to the old hospital. Figure out what these other events are.
Crush the leech, boys! He's done for!
With some of your blood. Juicy. Oh yeah, I think I'll be able to upgrade some weapons now too. I got a lot of upgradable material along the way. I'm just gonna mark here because you know what, I get so lost. Don't know which way is up or down. Or sideways. Or leftways. Oh, there's the old hospital. Watch more YouTube to know my tactics. Maybe everything I said about my tactics were lies. Ah. Then Annika probably knows everything about your style of play at this point. Because Among Us is pretty much all she watches now.
Don't like that, do ya?
She's ready to go, she's esports ready.
Bloody monster! Kill it or you deserve!
You're a bit distracted there, what's up? You tell me to look at it. It's dead. It is dead.
I'll send you to hell!
I love the way the items you pick up are like little packages. It's funny to imagine a werewolf carrying a package with all of his belongings. A little parcel. I just realised, Nanika, actually. I think I'm high enough level to go kill the priest. If I want to kill someone. What say you to that?
See you again.
Should we go end him?
We can handle this.
I think he was level 5. Well, you could be right, I can check, I think. Oh, he is level 5, you're right. You are right. Still haven't come across these people yet. Which is interesting. Anyway, where is this spatula brain?
My sweet girl.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
I don't think I'm level 5 enough
Do you
to
need any help?
kill the priest.
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden.
And you have my gratitude.
Right, take the heals.
I have to go now.
And shut up your face.
Don't waste your time with me.
Shut up your face. Less the crying, shut up your face. Event. Go talk to Dr. Swansea. Open the box. Oh, there you are. Look at him hiding. You knew I was coming, didn't I?
Hello, Jonathan. How are things on the West End front?
Complicated, my friend. The rich and powerful feel threatened by the disease and have asked me to put an end to it.
Yes. It is odd how resolving a crisis suddenly increases in urgency when it affects those who matter.
Yes, yes. What? Aloysius Dawson?
Do you know Aloysius Dawson, the famous
Aloysius?
tycoon, is well versed in vampire and occult knowledge?
No, I did not. But that is no surprise. For half a century, it has been quite the trend for English nobility to join secret societies and occult circles.
Got to go right now, by the way. See ya. Right, Odin. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time, hopefully. We have a bit of a streak stream in this game now, so we're definitely gonna keep streaming on We See It Through, but I might mix in some more streams now midweek. I might mix in some different content. Is he a vampire? No, he's not. He's just a doctor. That's part of a secret society too. I think he's supposed to be hunting vampires, bad ones at least.
Did he contact the Brotherhood of St. Paul? Try to join your group?
It would not surprise me, but I am certain he's never been a member.
Right.
But Aloysius Dawson is only a rich merchant.
Yes, richer than Croesus.
Croesus?
Wealth is more respected than title these days, even in England.
Does the Brotherhood of St. Paul know anything about the Ascalon Club?
Well, I'm afraid that's unlikely.
Some Warzone with you on Friday. Yeah, we'll go for it.
The Brotherhood has,
Friday Warzone.
I may not have access to.
Who could?
1 p.m.
Usher Talltree, our current primate, may be the only one able to answer you. He's a discreet man who lives in the West End.
Have to warm up the old aim. I haven't played any Warzone in nearly 2 weeks.
It looks like the epidemic is spreading to the western districts of London. I am trying to locate the source of the infection.
It won't be an easy task, my friend. This disease is highly contagious.
Do you not think epidemiology could be helpful in this matter? To retrace the origin of infection through time and topology.
If anyone can perform such a miracle, it will be you, Dr. Reed.
See you, bud. Thanks for stopping by.
Since this epidemic is evidently linked to the vampire curse, we must find the original carrier to understand where it comes from.
I admire your logic, Jonathan, but be careful. Rationality, when it comes to your kind, is not always a reliable lens.
Well.
Thank you for your time, Edgar.
Right, so that's all events. Everybody's healed. That's a weird way to zoom in. Sure, there's nobody worth eating at the hospital. No one. Let's analyze it. What do we get for that? Strong blood serum. Regenerate instantly 140 blood points. Right. I'll craft it. I actually found those useful in the fights I was in there. Regenerate 300 health points instantly. Yeah. I think I need these more. They're pretty useful. Right, what can we upgrade here? Can we upgrade the shotgun? Oh, we can add all these things. Mamma mia! Don't even care about the reload time. Incendiary! Chemical! Incendiary! Wow! That's pretty cool. I might want to get some incendiary rounds on my shotgun. That thing could turn into a monster. The only thing is, the only thing I don't like about it compared to the pistol is the jeez, is the stun points. I'd like the stun points. I get the feeling I've upgraded these weapons and they're not even that good. I'm getting the impression. I've upgraded my weapons badly, maybe. This thing smacks. Do you know what? I'll upgrade it. It's perfect. It's down is perfect anyway. Yeah, we could still upgrade this. Yeah, it all works out in the end. We just need more aluminium parts. See, yeah, like the pistol, it does very little damage. But it's the stun points I like about it. You don't get any stun points with the shotgun, but it lamps people. Yeah. I think I have a lot of backup shotgun ammo in here too. 56. Jesus. I think I can get an upgrade to carry more bullets too.
The flower's dying. It needs...
Yeah, it needs water, but do I have water? Out of all the things I have, I don't think I have water. You think that'd be an easy thing to find, wouldn't you? Nope. Treatment for the cold.
Needs water.
I should make more treatments as well while I'm here. Water can be picked only from one place. Oh. Right. Right. I'm kind of wondering, do I sleep and upgrade myself now, or do I finally choose someone to eat? He's tempting. Benjamin Palmer. Although there's not much experience points out of them. I could eat her, but she's kind of beneficial to the area. Kamalia, she doesn't speak, she's level 5 anyway, so. Richard Nethercott, the freaky artist. I could kill him. No, this is the pacifist. Run. Okay, I shouldn't kill anybody. Getting greedy. Getting blood hungry. I have to decide though, what do I want to upgrade? This healing could be better. I've noticed it's not. Trade more blood to heal yourself instantly and gain an additional boost to your health regeneration. It's worth 2,000. 2,000? 3,000? Nah. I don't want to waste too much points on things I don't use often though. I don't really use bullets often. Or medical bags. It helps, yeah. Increase your blood absorption when you bite in combat. Increase your life regeneration when using bite in combat. Jeez. Ooh. The bite gets really strong. Blood capacity is actually really good. Right, I'll level up the bite, or the blood absorption. Get more blood out of my bite. More bang for my buck. Fast regeneration. Very frugal with this. I don't necessarily need more health. I'm being very finicky about this. Yeah, I have to use all my XP. I'm just trying to think of what's the best way to use it. Alright, I'll increase the blood absorption. I could increase the heal. You trade the instant health gain for a greater regeneration. Or get 300 healing. What's the cost usually? It costs you... Oh, it's double the cost. I don't know. I don't know. The blood spear, can I make more use of this? $3,000. Better be good for that. Probably irritating you right now. I'm dying. You're gonna come in and slap me. Just do this, or I kill. All right, I'm gonna get more bite. I use it a lot. Maybe more heal for the bite too. And then. Just every day, Karl. Taking a good while. Alright, so... Not getting that for 3,000. Maybe for 2,000 I get better healing. Yeah. Right. Actually, do I have any... Yeah, I can afford one of these. Yeah, give me more bullets, why not? Confirm. You can carry one more shotgun shell. Right. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, well, well. These guys all developed a sudden case of the hibbly jibblies. These are doing well, they're healthy. Jeez, these got hit hard. Right. So off we go. Let's see actually now. What do we have to heal here in this place? Fatigue, 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 cold, fatigue. So we have to heal a lot of fatigue. Yes, true. I did kill their nurse. That is my fault. I mean, by killing their nurse, I kind of became the pillar of the community myself. It's okay, I'm going there anyway. What level is this fruit? Ah, sure, we'll beat him easily. Actually, I want to test out the damage of my... It should be much better. Easy peasy. I do hope I get one of those fancy swords my other vampire adversaries seem to be rolling around with. Roll a bowl, a ball, a penny, a pitch. This be a dead end? Shouldn't be. Should not be. Then again, I noticed with this game, I always have a very bad sense of direction in this game. I usually have a good sense of direction in games, I think. I like to think I do anyway. But in this game, nope. I remember this place. I killed a bunch of goons in here. This isn't the way to go. Da 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 da. Dun, 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 dun.
Best stay back, sir. See them blood throws! This one's a top! He's dead! Ah!
It feels like I don't even need to stun them anymore. Yeah, I basically don't need to stun these people anymore. I just insta-kill. Most of the time.
This is no place for you.
See how well the bite does. That was some serious aimbot. See, what always throws me off with that, you get that glint when he aims the crossbow at you. I always think that's like your cue to dodge. And it's not. the baseline 200 damage for a bike. Not bad.
This is despicable.
Not bad. Right.
It's one of them!
Yeah, don't be afraid to join in, lads. Batter up, or what? Just start swinging. Don't even worry about being hit. Just swing.
Get them weapons ready! He's dead!
I love those collaterals where you just swing it. And it like takes two people out at once. That's the great thing about the cudgel. It's the kind of damage you get out of it. Right. So yous are all ill here again. As per usual. I don't believe you're ill. Carmela, you're healthy. No problemo. Healthy.
Oh, Carmela, the silent
The silent flower, he said. Whoa! Hello! You startled me. You fantastic beast. Enough said. Bagoosh! I kind of wish I upgraded my stamina more so I could like flit about even faster. Or for longer even. Every game should have a dash like that.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
No. Maybe you can. No.
How are conditions in Whitechapel at the moment?
I always thought it was my role to reveal what really happens in these forgotten parts of London.
And you're not sure anymore?
Emptied coffins. Cannibalism. Walking dead. I'm trying to report the truth about what's going on, but no one believes it anymore.
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice of you, Doctor. Who knows what I may have caught during my investigation.
Oh my. Just a bit of fatigue.
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden boroughs of London, you must accept the risks.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sire.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Happy hunting. Happy reporting. That's pretty cool. Mallet. He's healthy anyway. Tobias.
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
Cheap and clean. That's...
Do you need any assistance?
It depends on the...
I am shocked that you would think I am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners. Thank you, sir.
Right. No questions. No.
How are the conditions in Whitechapel these days?
When I think about all the people who died trying to reach England, it seems we escaped a war just to die on foreign shores, hated by all.
Goodbye, miss.
Well, that's a grim outlook.
You again? What do you want this time?
Let's scrap with you. Come on. Let's see what you've got, Colossal Joe, huh?
Can I offer you my...
Keep your medicine.
There is a thin line between pride and stupidity, sir. Please, take this medication. You'll feel better.
All right.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
They've all just got a case of the teeth.
You never lose... Do you need help?
To be honest,
I don't quite...
Really?
Get the old medicine into you there.
Right then. Show me...
Day is pricey. I think the healthy regions actually will charge me less for like upgrades. Well, we've already got this side of the town practically cured. And he's out here smoking.
Good evening, Harry.
Open up, you little rapscallion.
Sure. Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
There will be if you don't shut up.
May I ask?
I'm not bothered.
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do.
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea.
I love the way he says
Goodbye,
that to him every time. You need to get a grip. Get a grip. Get a hold of yourself. One must always find a grasp of oneself.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many.
Good evening, Mr. Petrescu.
Surely you...
How do you feel, Mr.
I would not even...
Yes, you do. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
Right.
How is the sanitary situation in Whitechapel?
Terrible, to say the least. Maybe now you understand the importance of Dorothea's work here. But you never cared, did you?
That's cold.
That's quite an accusation.
Stop pretending, Mr. Doctor. All you wanted was to confront Dorothea. You never intended to help Whitechapel's people.
There isn't just one way to help Whitechapel.
Your way seems to attract sorrow and despair, Mr. Doctor. Your kind of care is not what Whitechapel needs.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mr.
He's very salty about the whole situation. Though if you're just gonna keep spouting that sort of nonsense, I mean, you're worth 2,000 XP.
I'm so sorry.
You might want to be toned down on that. Although she sells dud medicine as well, so I might take her out at some point.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now,
Do you need assistance?
please.
There you go.
Very funny.
Personal questions.
Have conditions improved in Whitechapel?
I'm ready for whatever's coming.
That wasn't what I asked you.
Goodbye, young.
Perhaps one day I will eat you. I've tried to eat so many people. I haven't yet eaten. Like, I keep doing it. Every time. Every time I boot up this game, I threaten to eat everybody. Never do. Right, what situations have we got? Retrieve the necklace. Right. So far we have locate Emily's house. Find an exceptional restaurant. I'll track this. We'll find Emily's house.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
I can, John. You're sick in the head, mate.
This is despicable.
Bada bim bada boom. Bibbidi bobbidi boop. This is the West End here, isn't it? Yeah, we're in the West End.
Your man!
Sorry, bro. Bro Seppi. Gotta go through you.
Get their weapons ready! We found one! Filthy piece of shit! Boom!
That didn't quite work out how you planned, my dear friend. I don't think I've been to this part of town yet. And I don't need to be yet either. I don't believe. Temple covered market. Whoa. I reckon I'll be in there soon enough though to fight these pre-win scoundrels. These rogues that think they're helping. I don't think I've spoken to this dude yet. Have I? No.
Good evening, sir. May I have your attention, please?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your oldest friend?
Clarence. Clarence Crossley. How are you? My God. So you survived the war too. So sorry I didn't recognize you at first.
I almost didn't recognize you either. War does that to men, I heard. In my case, it was true, for I witnessed the horror that lies underneath.
What do you mean? How's the wife?
How is your wife, Venus?
We've spent so much time away from each other, and so many things have happened.
Such as? But you're alive!
Is everything all right at home? Surely Venus was relieved to see you return from France in one piece.
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny? Venus fears for our family reputation. Now her husband has become the village idiot.
What? What do you mean?
But you're alive. You returned in one piece and you have a family. How many soldiers can say the same?
Believe me, it's not quite that simple. Unlike you, I'm not the man I used to be.
Right.
When did you escape the war and return to London?
You know what's funny? I almost never think about the war. Not anymore. I'm involved in another kind of battle now.
What is this new battle?
I saw terrible things during the war. Horrors I thought I'd forget. They're here too. They're everywhere.
Vampires!
Vampires.
I know what you mean. I haven't had much time to think about the war either since my return.
Of course. With the epidemic, I bet you've been busy as well. Forgive me, Johnny, I didn't want to sound selfish.
Alright, alright. It's quite alright.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Either this is Emily's house, or it's round the back. We rummage through some of the old bins. Yeah, I think I have to get to Emily's house this way. Whose gaff is that? So we have to find a way up there. It's usually an easily solved conundrum. This music is pretty good. Wait, where are we now? North Docks, we don't need to be here. Right, I'm assuming I do need to go back there and go back into that front door.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Jonathan, is that you? I did not know you were back in London. Oh, my dear Johnny, I'm so sorry for your loss. Mary was such a sweetheart.
Thank you, Venus. May I come in?
I was going to bed, actually.
Let me in.
I'm sure you can spare me a few minutes. For old time's sake.
Of course you may enter, Jonathan. At least you survived the Great War. I feared the worst.
Right, now to pilfer your gaff. Yeah, very spiffy get-up we have here, huh?
I'm so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
Meanwhile, the husband's out being a buffoon for some reason yet to be explained. Oh, look. It's a grand loaf of bread. Don't mind if I do. Bit of an apple as well.
Always welcome here. But at this hour of night?
Yeah, don't ask questions. Ooh, a hat. Where can I get one of those? I think I have to jump across to Emily's apartment from here. The Lost Library. Do vampires have allies among the living? Yes, they do. You don't know how right you are. Venus's journal. I spent the last day and night crying tears of joy. I did not know bliss could be so painful. My Clarence just wrote me. He is back from the war, alive and unharmed. He will be at home in 2 weeks. Thank you, God. Thank you so much. I can't want to see my beloved husband again. Bit of a typo there that kind of changes things. I can't keep it like this. Clarence is completely mad. He is spending all the money we have, and I don't see how to stop him. Sometimes I wish he did not come back from the war. Ooh. Today the butcher, Mr. Galway, sent me the monthly fee and requested payment in full. He also told me he now demands to be paid each time we buy some meat from his shop. No more credit. The baker asked the same thing 2 days ago. First I thought it was a new policy because of the restrictions and the epidemic, but it seems my friends still have financial arrangements from the same shop. I'm so ashamed I could not speak. Clarence just confessed he has not spent half the pension, but all of it. Oh, so Clarence has gone off and spent all the moolah.
It's locked, all right.
And she ain't happy about it. She ain't one bit happy about that.
Always welcome here, but at this hour of night?
It's a pleasure to see you again, Venus.
So you returned from the war in one piece too. Thank God. My Clarence is back home too.
How is the old rascal?
Probably outside, chasing ghosts and chimeras. Clarence has changed a lot since he returned from the war, you know.
How have you been since the last time we met? How long has it been? 3 years now?
I've done my duty, like all British women. You have no idea what it was like.
Oh, jeez,
to
that's
wait
very
for
defensive.
months without knowing if I'd still be a wife or a widow.
I understand. Luckily, this part of town has been saved from the worst of the bombings, from what I've seen.
Yes, and it's also true about the epidemic. The flu has killed here too, of course, but not on such a large scale as in other parts of town.
Have you noticed anything peculiar about the neighborhood recently?
You mean except for your return to town? No. Oh, and again, Jonathan, please accept my condolences for your sister.
No.
Thank you, Venus. It was so sudden, and I've been so busy, I haven't spoken to anyone about it.
I wish I could have assisted at the funeral, but you know, it's been so quick. And what with the epidemic in the streets?
There's no need to apologize, my dear. It's normal, considering the circumstances.
No, it's not. I am sure that Clarence has not even thought to present you his condolences. He is too busy with his penny dreadful stories.
Why is my return so surprising?
It's more an unexpected happy end than a surprise. You and Clarence, back from the war. You have no idea how hard it's been for me.
Sure.
Venus, why do you worry so much about your family's reputation?
Everyone laughs at Clarence now. And they avoid me because they believe I share his insane opinions. I'm a leper in my own community.
Oh, okay. Right, well...
I remember when Mary came here with
I just want to use your back door. Not that kind either.
Such a beautiful.
It's weird having to use someone's house to get to another person's house.
No invitation is needed to enter this building. That can't be a good sign. No sign of a struggle. It seems Charlotte's friend knew the killer and let him in.
Interesting. They are actually going off though, that whole weird vampire thing where they can't enter the house unless they're invited. My dear Jacques, I can't wait to see you again. Tonight, tomorrow, I can hardly wait. Since we kissed on that bridge while the moon was so bright in the sky, I want to feel your teeth again on my lips. What? Oh, well, yeah. Oh, the excruciating pain of your sweet bite on my neck. You devil, you. For the longest second ever, I feared you were going to kill me right there, on the bridge, in the middle of the night. But no, my dear Jacques, you remained the delicate fiancé I know you are, and you were only teasing me. Teasing, huh? I can't wait to drink your blood for good. What? I can't wait to drink your blood for good. This time, and come back to my sweet friend Charlotte as an immortal. To play with her a little. First, of course, like you taught me how to play with mortals. And then I'll turn her into one of us too. And we will rule the Knights of London, and cleanse this city of impure souls. Faithfully yours, Emily.
Emily wanted to become a vampire.
Jeez.
Something must have gone wrong. Someone is responsible for this mess. But who?
This is when Twilight goes wrong.
Blood. I should follow the trail.
It's all fun and games. Oh, me shins! This is pretty much like Batman mechanics. Follow the blood trails. Except in Batman they're not usually blood. Nice. This one's a vampire. Not much is certain. I can't lock onto him. Oh! I can talk to him. Oh, they no longer fight me.
What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question.
I'm the Marquis de Bois-Colombes, and I strongly invite you to find your own game, sir.
I appreciate the invitation, but I'm here to solve the mystery concerning the death of a young woman killed by a vampire.
A young woman killed by a vampire? Oh, you're joking, right? Oh, I do love the British sense of humor.
I love this guy, this is hilarious.
And who exactly are you?
I am Jacques-Michel Guillaume Florimond de Marquis de Bois-Colombes, at your service, my dear cousin.
Well, are you French? I don't know. Is he?
You're French, but your English is quite good.
I was born in France, sir, but I consider myself a traveler of this world. So many countries, so many tantalizing tastes.
Right.
Dear cousin, are we related?
We could be of the same blood, my dear. I tend to consider all Econs as family, don't you?
Sure.
What are you doing here?
I recently decided to visit London. I've always dreamed of visiting a city on the verge of collapse. Such a delicate, yet intense spectacle.
Ah. A voyeur of catastrophes.
You take pleasure from others' misery.
I have been a totally depraved and immoral creature since the day I was reborn, sir. And probably before.
Yeah, I love this. It's just like, what do you mean? I was always depraved. So what? What about it?
What do you plan to do here?
Take pleasure. Take pictures.
Take
Enjoy
pictures.
the show. Have fun. Believe me, I won't be the only foreign immortal who bought a ticket to the fair.
It's like a fun fair for him.
I followed the trail of blood from her room to here.
Oh, you're referring to that young woman. Yes, the meeting turned messy. I'm afraid I ruined my last wedding goat.
So you admit you murdered her?
I admit nothing, my good sir. I only regret the blood of that girl staining my clothes. Oh, blood can be so messy.
What happened?
She wanted to become one of us. Not the first time I have received such a proposal, but I must admit her direct approach tempted me.
And then what?
The body rejected my blood. It happens, you know, sometimes even with voluntary prey. At least her gurglings brought me some fun, until the artery burst.
Well, that is wonderful dark humor right there. Huh?
I believe you, sir. Emily's diary confirms your statement.
Oh, Emily was her name.
I didn't even remember her name.
Well, mystery solved then.
Jeez.
Yes, I suppose so. You can go.
And so can you. Farewell, sir. May you enjoy the spectacle of this fallen city as much as I do.
Oh yeah, continue on. No bother. And suck on you. You can go and suck on you. Right, so not everybody takes what I see. What am I supposed to do here? Oh, these are just the North Docks. That dude is so funny. Oh, you have a migraine. Well, I can cure
Good
that
evening,
for
old
you.
chap. Are you all right?
I won't
he's a bit
lie
late.
to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
Do you need medical assistance?
It's a little late for visiting hours, don't you think?
You're outside, you lemon.
What can I say? I haven't lost my old habits.
I hope we're talking about the same habits, old friend.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep. Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
I have found out what happened to your friend, Emily.
I can handle the truth. There's no need to hide the bloody details.
Your friend was planning to become a vampire. She thought she'd met an honest one and made a deal with him. Unfortunately, Emily did not survive the process.
My mother told me many times about the risks of being turned. I often suspected she exaggerated the danger to avoid me being tempted.
No, the risk is real. Have you any idea what a body has to endure? to become an organism entirely consumed by its need to process and recombine blood.
I should never have talked to Emily about vampires. I never thought she'd actually try it without me.
Irresponsible.
Thank you, sir. Here, take this for your discretion.
Charlotte's steak.
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted others before me. If so, where are they buried? How was it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
It is strange.
Why do you still hope to become a vampire in spite of your mother's refusal?
It's the immortal aspect of vampires that interests me. The world won't improve unless women take charge. I'm convinced of that.
You're obviously a clever woman with a good education and a brilliant future. But have you thought about the price you have to pay? The loneliness, the necessary masquerade.
Is it not true of every high position? To change this world and make it a better place, one needs time on one's side.
So, she wants to become a vampire for feminism. That's pretty weird.
Tell me, Charlotte, how do you plan to achieve eternal life, since you've obviously given it a lot of thought?
I won't give up. You have no idea how determined I am, sir. I may contract a deadly disease. I may throw myself under a carriage just to be saved by her sweet kiss.
That's a disturbing answer, young lady.
Yeah.
And the worst part of it is, I know you speak the truth.
There are less dangerous ways, Doctor. Instead of throwing myself under a horse like Emily Davison, I could just throw myself into your arms.
Oh! She's trying to steal her mother's darling, huh?
Be careful what you wish for, young lady. I could gaze at you right now and then take you to a shady corner and have my way with you. And leave your carcass to the rats.
You wouldn't dare. My mother would know. She'd never forgive you.
How could she suspect me? Do you know how many vampires are lurking in the city tonight as we speak? Vampires with a worse sense of humor than mine.
Oh, my God. For one second, I thought you actually... Excellent, Dr. Reed. Very convincing.
Right.
Goodbye, Charlotte.
That was a
Give my best
moment
regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Perhaps. Right. Let me see this new steak. 35 stone. That's pretty good. What was the other one? 10 stone. This was only 15 stone. Pretty good. I could have that as backup when I run out of bullets. I think we will leave it there, though. We haven't discovered everybody. But we'll get around to it, I guess. But for now, I think I will leave the stream there. And we'll continue on with this adventure another day. Join us again, same bat channel, same bat time.